Nobody speak all at once.
You'll notice there was no talking during the intro. I should have chose much sadder music.
We should no. What you should have done is like comedy music, like say yakety sax, because that's what it's become for all three of our teams, and maybe a couple extra teams from certain collaborators we have too. It's unless your name's Ox Moreno, then you're just loading over all of us. So where's that?
Incompetent fools.
What do we do? You know, like, all right, let's obviously talk about Big Ben first because
Oh, of course.
that is.
Hey, I've been saying this for years, dude. Don't look at me. I've been saying he's been like a main reason why the team hasn't gone far in the past 3 years. I've seen, I would say that like I didn't want him back after last year, and
It's not sad either. It's not like watching Fred
not even
Rogers
sad.
die.
It's like we've been dealing with this horse shit for 15 years, and he has a lot of just negative capital built up, so people are just piling on him. Like Matt Ryan's dealing with the same shit right now. He's dealing with just like a lot of just issues, and he's like going to shit too. But the reason is nobody hates Matt Ryan. People feel bad for the guy, so they're not going to pile on him.
I gotta play this clip. Hold on. Let me go to it.
Yeah, like
here.
I'm not even like angry at it. It's just like I'm not really feeling anything. It's like whatever. Wish I wasn't.
Let me call this up because this is to me the quintessential farewell tour clip right here. Hold on.
Oh, Ben being sacked by Heinz Field twice. We talking about that?
Here we are.
Oh no.
Let's just watch it. Get it over with.
It is.
Here we go.
Yep.
It happened twice.
Oh my god.
So I half expect like a land monster to just line up and just chomp him into the ground.
The unfair part to Big Ben here is that he actually completed the pass, and it was like a
5-yard pass. That's all he's been doing.
Right.
You'd be better off mocking him with just like that little 3-yard pass he just threw right to the defender. It's like, oh.
But watching him fall, that part is sad because he just falls over like.
He didn't even try to stop himself from hitting the ground.
It seemed like it was a Madden glitch or something. Like he just fell over on the turf, and nobody else fell that way.
And nobody even turned and looked at him and even tried to help him up. They're like, get your fucking bum ass off the ground.
Is that something where, Uche, if you're the offensive lineman and you turn around and your quarterback is on the ground, you're just like, I'm going to go.
You got that one. You didn't get it. It wasn't on us. You could get your ass up.
I could just imagine you just turning around being like.
Looking at him, just like.
There were actually a lot of like plays, too, where Ben chose to either hold on to the ball or didn't throw it away. And just like he took a bunch of meaningless sacks. He's like, this isn't 2009, dude. You're fucking cooked. You got to change.
You know who looked worse?
Lost all that weight, yet he still moves as if he's Big Ben.
Awkward and big and clumsy. Yeah.
Hefty and clumsy.
Fat and like just I'm Big Ben. I'm gonna fall over on the turf. But you know who looked worse than Big Ben? Well, yes, this weekend, Jalen Hurts looked awful.
Jalen Hurts looked bad. Fields looked
looked
bad.
like a
but that was
turd.
also because
Like a deuce.
More of the play calling and the line as well, including Justin Fields. But Hurts looked pretty bad too.
Nobody's giving Cleveland enough credit. We'll get to all these games. Okay, Cleveland.
Well, Cleveland just suffocated Chicago.
Yeah, they should get more credit for what they
should.
But
I mean, they set up Fields to fail.
Yeah.
They didn't do him any favors.
This Steelers, the situation here, this has got like the other thing that is really bad about the Steelers is you don't have any options, right?
Oh,
you've got Mason fucking Rudolph.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins. Do you really see the Steelers like platooning them? The only way I can see them changing the quarterback if Ben is just so shit that it's just to the point. It's like, hey, look, you're not that good anymore, but we don't want to let you hang out to die. We're going to send you over here. We're going to give you your money. We're going to put you on long-term IR. We're going to say you have an injury, but just so you have some sort of dignity going out, because I can see the Steelers doing that.
I don't think.
I mean, the Steelers have been like strangely loyal to Ben instead of anyone else.
He gives you the best chance to win. Like, unfortunately, for unfortunately, like everyone has the book on Mason Rudolph, right? Hit him in the head with the helmet, and everyone knows what to do with Dwayne Haskins, which is just, let him play. Is basically Dwayne Haskins will beat himself.
Yeah, honestly, Ben, your key is just let him play right now because.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get some super chats done, and then we'll do our tier maker of pain. We will talk about Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, no, we're going to talk about the other two teams down here, especially the guy in the middle, who, in honor of a certain retirement of a jersey, his entire offense retired for most of the game.
Why you got to talk about flea flickers?
You lost to Atlanta. How do you make Atlanta's defense look good? Jalen Hurts, who was fucking trash yesterday, looked like an all-pro against them. And you did nothing.
I would like to talk about flea flickers.
No. We'll get to that, too. We'll get to flea flickers where your entire O-line collapses and Trevor Lawrence is throwing off his back foot. That is expert play calling. And there's a bunch of other expert play calls, too. Let's talk about bubble screens on the 1 yard line. Let's talk about screens on 3rd and 19. Screen passes on 4th and 10 down by 14 in the 4th. Well, we got some bad plays.
We got some bad play callers out here. Jesus.
That
NFL be down bad.
That flea flicker was like as more awkward than, a creepy uncle at a wedding. Like that.
More awkward than me on camera.
Right. The start of that play, the finish of that play, and then ended up with a pick six. Like, all right. We'll let you shine on that. Ryan Irwin says, "Meet the Mets. Beat the Mets, step right up and sweep the Mets. Bring your exes, bring the hoes. Guaranteed the time of your life to have the time of your life." Okay, because the Mets are derping ball.
They are really derping.
I was going to be a little more cohesive towards the end there, but
100 games over at the first place in the NL East, and you're not even going to finish over 500.
Well, 103,
where are you going to go next?
103 days in first place, and the first team ever to spend that much time in first and finish under 500.
Congratulations! That actually takes skill.
Yes. There's never been a collapse like that in the history of the MLB.
I mean, we've had some collapses like that. 2012 Pirates come to
2007 Mets. 2007 Mets were 7 games up on September 1st and lost on the last day of the season. Yep. Mm-hmm. Didn't even force a playoff. That's the effective. That's like being 12-1, Uche, and losing and not making the playoff.
Losing the rest of the games of the season. Yeah. All divisional games.
Yeah. And not even making the playoffs.
You don't win the division, and you don't even make the playoffs.
Swimming Onion says the Giants and the Jets have a high possibility to go 0-17 this year. The Giants' only hope is the Eagles, the 2 Eagles games, and the 1 remaining Washington game. Otherwise, they have no chance. Any of the non-divisional opponents are going to stomp the Giants. And Joe Judge fucking is there at the press conference being like, "We'll be fine." No,
you're not, dude. Fine. You lost to Atlanta, Washington, easily winnable games. You lost to Denver. You're fucked.
Yeah, Denver's 3-0, but you should have at least been more competitive against.
I mean, well, to be fair, Denver is probably the least impressive 3-0 team I've seen since 2020 Steelers.
Yeah.
You beat Denver, you beat Jacksonville, the Giants, and you also beat the Jets, who are a different level of fucking terrible right now, by the way.
Ryan Irwin says, bald my eyes. Pee Wee Pierre, Uche, can you get these guys on with Sports Wars? Oh, you want us to debate politics?
To debate politics.
Isn't that what Sports Wars does?
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's half and half. I've been on streams where we're just talking football, and then
it devolves.
A little sprinkle of the
See, I don't talk politics. I don't
blame you.
I don't do that.
I've talked politics a few times, and it's turned into
it always turns into a fucking shit show.
Yeah, it always turns into yelling and just you don't know what you're talking about, and then
it's like you hate America or you're a terrorist, or
I think we should tax the fish. That's what I think we should do. We should
tax
the fish only. That's right.
Get that guppy.
All right.
I have my opinion on Twitch streamers. Tax the bitch.
Tax the bitch, right? Tax salinity in our bathwater. All right. Super Bowl division. We're going to see some new teams in division, by the way, this week. Wild card. Purgatory. Now, the trash is interesting now because we have
so many trash piles because there's different levels of trash.
There are levels to this shit as far as trash goes.
It's just Dante's 9 levels of hell, but with
landfill trash. That's like one below. We can't have too many. And then I guess we need to do
back alley trash.
Well, I get okay.
How
about
stuff that gets thrown out from restaurants?
Back alley trash, and then this one will just be. Oh, it says new on there. All right, we can complete that. New York trash, and that includes 2 teams now that will be included in this tier right here. You see it, you believe it. All right, let's go to game number 1. Panthers 24, Texans 9.
Did anybody even watch that game?
Thursday night game I've ever seen.
One of them. It's a Thursday night invitational. I mean, I watched a little bit of it, but for the most part, it's just like, yeah, this game sucks.
This needs to be New Jersey trash. See, can't be dissing New York like that. The one New York team is actually good.
Well, New York. I mean, over the past year, I'd say New York is pretty trash too. But that's just
Buffalo is good. They're.
No, I mean, I'm talking New York City.
Oh yeah.
Or if you're talking certain,
but New Jersey is where they play.
Sniff.
All right, the Panthers are now looking like the division-winning team, right?
Panthers? No, I'd probably say.
I mean, they're 3-0 right now, right?
So who's better than the Panthers?
You think the Saints are for that?
Saints or Bucks? I mean, the Bucks are still 2-1.
Yeah,
Panthers are leading the division. Nah, the Panthers
throw them in wild card. All
right, let's put the Panthers in wild card because they haven't played anybody really tough. They play anytime one of your wins is against the Jets, that just doesn't count.
Then that means you have to win again to make up for that win.
That was like playing like McNeese State or some shit, like that's the Alabama playing like an FCS school before Auburn, like the week before. I always think that's bitch shit to do. And Auburn has to play like Georgia the week before.
They played Prairie View A&M in the mid-'90s when they were terrible.
What do we do with these Texans? They are just
I put them even in New Jersey trash. They're not part of New Jersey, but they may as well be in that New Jersey trash because they smell just like New Jersey, which is
okay. But they're back alley trash, right?
They're back alley trash.
Back alley trash. For sure.
Lower than back.
That's the trash that a homeless guy digs through trying to find a half-eaten sandwich.
That's what I would do too.
But there's a level where you would do that. There's a level where you could go so low you would do that.
Yeah, because you got to eat, right? You're like, all right, fuck it. You're not gonna eat that. I'm just gonna eat it right out the trash. Okay. Let's read a couple supers. iDedge Gaming. I'm creating a clickbait sports team in NBA 2K.
Oh, God.
2. What position would each person be? Okay, so Scooter's the tallest, so he's center. Brandon's got to be point guard for sure because he's the smallest. You can put me at shooting guard or small forward. Grossi will be swing man as well. And what are you going to be, Tree? Power forward?
I guess I would put myself as like a 1 overall who's just a pure scrub.
You got to give me a nice jumper, though. Rate my jumper the highest because my jumper is.
Give me the dirt jumper. I want the behind the head, knee up, just kneeing motherfuckers in their groin while I'm shooting jumper.
Dude, just give me the Michael Kidd Gilchrist jumper. It's like that
Covers his eyes as he
Who's the dude that would jump and then kick his leg out to draw a foul? That's some.
I don't know.
Steve
They all
Nash
do
type
that
shit.
now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the NBA is trying to get rid of that.
Uche, you're the tallest. You should play center. That's right.
I'll do center.
All right.
Strictly tackling.
You just body people down. Are you
Body and elbows?
Right. Do you just back people down when you play basketball? You're just like, get out.
Back them down, then I give them my patented spin move to the baseline.
That's right. That's all I would do if I were you. If we were on the same team, I'd be like, I'm going to give it to Uche down on the block, and then if they try to double him, I'll be waiting right
shooting it back out to the elbow for the easy tray ball.
Easy, dude. I played the last time I played. Everybody can shoot. Oh, the white kids can shoot. The Asian dudes
just
can
like,
shoot.
holy
Everybody is just stroking threes, and I'm just like, what the fuck happened in the last 10 years to basketball? Because Steph Curry happened, and everyone is just instead of working on dribbling, right? Instead of working on defense, all kids are doing is just shooting in the
trays. They ain't even
shooting halfway. It's like 3/4 of the way. Shoot.
I don't even need to figure out how to create my
pride and rebound.
What's defense? I don't know what defense.
That's right. Boxing out,
elbowing cats, grabbing
pick and rolls. Nobody cares about pick and rolls. I don't want to be physical. I need a brand to build.
Get out of my way. Don't feed Phil. This week on Days of Our Steelers, the Black and Gold Brigade enters the frozen tundra and the face of Wrath of the King of the NFC North. Go Pack, go.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Fucking grousy.
Little shit talking. Hey, Uche, did y'all ever play basketball like after practice or anything like that? Like did the NFL play? Like, did y'all ever? No.
Dude, I went to the gym. I went to the YMCA one time in the off season, and this was my first time like hooping in probably like 3 years. And I had, I suited up. I got my J's on. Never play basketball in Jordans. By the way. Go out there, go to the gym, get a good stretch in, go onto their little gym, the little full court gym. And about two rotations up and down the court, I'm looking at these cats like, God dang, what kind of fucking triathlon shape are these guys in?
Right.
Shooting jumpers. I'm over here. I took my first jumper. I swear, I took the jumper and it looked smooth. I was like, and then that thing just went flying past the rail. Oh, God, I don't know my own strength anymore. Oh, that thing just bounced off the opposite side of the backboard. Just, it's all right. Yeah, I'm done with this.
Yeah. And it's amazing how basketball, I think, is one of the hardest sports because it's so specialized, the skill. I guess it's easy for everyone to play, but it's so hard to be good at. So hard.
Yeah. I'd say easy to learn, hard to master. It's one of those games.
Yeah, for sure.
Alexander, I have an off. Sorry, I can't understand. I'm a Bills fan. Good for you, buddy. Marty Python, the Seahawks need to be below Jets level trash. They don't even have their own first round pick. Pete Carroll needs to go. Oh, look at you.
You poor bastard.
Now
everybody in Seattle wants Ken Norton fired.
Issues.
But I mean, they are pretty shit.
That's first world problems right there. You're not the Jets or the Giants.
Y'all want to know what it feels like?
Oh, New York is first world problems. Everyone pretends that their problems are the world's problems.
All right. Graf Von T-Roll trying to interrupt. Oh, sorry. No, you click it. You click it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. You read it too.
All right, asshole. The true relegation bowl will be UConn versus UMass next week, assuming neither losing this one. But man, are the Knowles turds right now. Oh, and Real Madrid actually lost at home to some small Moldovan team today. After UConn UMass, it's even better. If UConn loses that game, the ultimate college football tank bowl, UConn and Vanderbilt.
I think whoever loses that game should be relegated to Division 3.
I said FCS, but Division 3 is probably more accurate.
Yeah, because that's just crap right there. And what is up with Florida State? Just turds all over the field. Just
Jacksonville State, baby. Jacksonville
turds.
State.
Yeah, they're just what happened? They used to be. They beat Auburn and
every program will see its downfall with this NIL. Watch all these big programs. It's gonna start changing, man.
Yeah,
Florida State just decided to start a few years early.
Yeah. Sad story at Florida at Free Shoe University. Chargers and the Chiefs. I don't know if we can call this an upset. The Chargers got it done. They played hard. They should have beat the Cowboys, but they.
I got them in wild card.
Yeah, I say wild card for now.
I think that ref aided game was too much. Now, are the Chiefs?
I mean, if you think about it, the Chargers got a makeup call in a lot of these games against the Chiefs. Was that PI on fourth down actually PI? Because I was kind of like 50-50 on that. I couldn't really get a replay on it.
The Chiefs are making the playoffs, but they're not a Super Bowl contender, are they?
They're very sloppy on offense. Very sloppy.
I think it's hard to say they're not a contender right now because we know they're a team that can, like, if there's any team that can turn it around in a week and be on course, it would be them. Now,
this is what they do.
Yeah. What they have done, what they have shown us lately. What have they done for us lately? They're 1-2. I would put them in wild card.
I'm not ready to give up on them just yet. I think they'll get their shit together, but for the most part, they've had some real stinkers.
This is what they do. They get down. They let people think that they're out, and then they come back. They're
the kind of team that's going to sneak in a wild card spot and then go on a run. They're that kind of team.
This is the NFL. Some teams' windows close pretty quick. I don't think so with Patrick Mahomes.
No,
but he has looked bad when sometimes the luck on the trickery runs out, and he's thrown
he threw a really bad pick and a really bad one.
He lobbed that thing over the top, and it just sailed.
That cost him the game.
That just shows you how human quarterbacks are.
The dude has been on a tear for the last, how many years? I mean, it was going to hit a significant obstacle sooner or later.
Yeah.
And, the Chiefs, the Chargers, they were going to find something sooner or later. We've been watching them in mediocrity for years. They got that spark from that quarter from getting Justin Herbert. That changed the entire tone of the franchise. And now he's paying, they're paying dividends with it. So
for now, we'll see.
Yeah, for now.
We've heard the same thing about Phillip Rivers when he was brought in.
Yeah. Early.
I mean, they were really good. Phillip Rivers did good for them for the most part.
So, I
always tell people, when you complain about your team not winning the Super Bowl, imagine what it would be like if you never made the playoffs.
Yeah.
You think you got
you have no expectations when you don't make the playoffs. When you think you want to go to the Super Bowl, that's brutal because you're actually good, or at least you think you're good.
When you don't realize that you actually got a pretty good team that goes to the playoffs every year and gets knocked the fuck out. I mean, that's actually takes skill to be good to get to the playoffs every year.
Yeah, relevant football is important. Cardinals, Jaguars. Here we go. We're here. We have arrived at it. Cardinals are a wild card team only because the Rams are so fucking good right now.
Cardinals should have lost that game if it were against any other opponent besides Jacksonville.
Yeah, we know where the Jags belong. Back out.
They are lower than – I put them lower than Jersey.
They're approaching New Jersey trash. Matter of fact, they are New Jersey trash.
Wow.
You run a flea flicker at your own 25-yard line when you're winning. A flea flicker.
And here's the thing:
in the NFL,
Arizona did a fuck up of their own. They tried a 68-yard field goal, and Jacksonville returned it for 109 yards. How do you lose that game?
I would argue and say that happens because there have been plenty of field goals that were tried at the end of halves where they got returned for touchdowns. That happens. I've never seen a flea flicker inside your own 30 when you're winning with 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And it was a terribly executed flea flicker too.
And it was absolutely dog shit. Look. Whoever the left guard is, I forget his name. Norwell, he is he is
it wasn't just him.
New Jersey tri-state garbage.
It was the entire line that fell apart. It's just like you see, like the left guard and left tackle, just like looking back, like, huh?
No, the left guard actually,
and then they're all just like rushing for Trevor Lawrence. He's throwing off his back foot, like, oh fuck, I got to get rid of this.
Actually,
it's set up. It's just a duck. And then
Norwell did something that's called a waterfall. Like a waterfall block. Like this is what it's called. You fake the run to the right, and then you pirouette back to pick up the backside. He did that, but he did it. He did that, which I think he may have been getting his plays confused and what their protection was, because nobody else on the backside of the line did that. But we've done that before, where you do but that's on a rollout. That's what you're trying to do on a quarterback on a fast rollout to the front side. The backside would do a waterfall block to pick up any outside blitz that's coming backside. He did that against the defensive tackle to the defensive tackle, and he just ran through the gap. Oh my God! Please kill me with it. Kill me with it, please.
All right, here it is. We'll just play it.
And then Lawrence, he threw it off his back leg like he knew he was throwing a completion. He was like,
like it was he forced it. See, like right there, like throws off his back foot.
Oh my God!
Duck.
Like, how do you
Total
do
duck.
that? They only have the they don't have the actual fleet. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Off
like you have 3 guys rushing for Lawrence right when he gets the ball. Like nobody's blocking. Yeah. He's gonna die.
Yeah, it was dog. It was doo-doo.
That was an amazingly easy read for the D-back. Like he was like, really? He's throwing it? Thank you. I will take that to the house.
I mean, he didn't even have to run full speed to get to the end zone either. That's how stupid that play was, because you're you're inside your own red zone, basically. Like, why would you do that? Throwing the ball back and forth. Give it to your 1,000-yard rushing running back and let him pick up some yards. Y'all win it.
Wait, you expect them to actually use their 1,000-yard rushing running back? Really?
Huh.
You expect them to do that? No. They gotta think beyond traditional football, man. They have a franchise quarterback to ruin. Come on, man.
The thing they got going in Jacksonville right now is Gus Johnson calling the games. That's it.
That's it.
No, it's only a matter of time. You're not getting Gus Johnson. You're getting Spyro Ditas.
No! No! Touchdown, Jacksonville!
I feel like he's just a ball of helium that just pops out whenever something big happens. He just like blows all over the announcing booth.
He called the Hail Mary play. He called the Hail Mary play for Jacksonville. Like he called that.
Oh yeah, he called the Hail Mary. He called the missed field goal for Greg Joseph.
Jerry Mejias, the Eagles didn't go far enough in stripping the Super Bowl roster. Yeah, they still have carryovers from that. Pee Wee Pierre, after my Packers win, I was so afraid that someone in the middle of the night, Jerome Bogar, was going to throw a flag.
that roughing was atrocious in that game.
Yeah, probably for Crosby making a field goal. You knew that Aaron Rodgers was going to handle it.
You knew they were winning the moment they scored that touchdown. It's like, it's done. That was some of the most manufactured shit I have seen in my life. That should not have even been close. That should have been much more of a blowout for Green Bay. They didn't call intentional grounding. That roughing the passer call against Jair Alexander was fucking ridiculous. I can't even find a picture. It's like he kind of hits him, but like he tries to get out of the way. What the hell do you expect him to do? They call tripping, but they don't actually call a helmet-to-helmet hit on a defenseless receiver. And then NBC's just like focusing in on Davante Adams being fucking unconscious on the grass. Like, get on the damn screen. And then you have like phantom pass interference calls. You have just all random bullshit just to get San Francisco in the game. And it's like, okay, great. I can't even feel good about like Green Bay coming back to win the game they rightfully deserve to win. It just is like, this shouldn't have even been a thing.
How can you call tripping on the quarterback? Isn't your job to take him down?
Well, it's also you're supposed to protect the quarterback. You're denying the right for an offense to play offense. When you're a defender, you just straight up don't defend. When it's a final drive, you just sit back, jerk your dick off, and go into soft zone. That's all you do, and then you let the offense do their thing. This is all the NFL is now.
Well, that's what the NFL has become. You can't stop.
It's sad.
You can't stop.
You can't defend.
No,
I mean
they've hamstrung.
They've really neutered defenses, and that's my biggest complaint with the NFL now.
Yeah, especially in that last minute. I mean, holds are happening all over the place, and they're not being called. Because,
they're not calling anything, dude.
Yeah, the
like
refs,
Kansas City, San Diego. Like there was that phantom pass interference call, and then they don't even call blatant pass interference on that Hail Mary call.
Oh,
It's
the
like,
tackles. Like 2 people being tackled during the.
Yeah, it's like, nah, we're good. I want to go home.
Like, yeah, incomplete.
Ravens Nation says Deontay Wilder really took money out of Anthony Joshua's pocket with that obligation rematch. I didn't see that, by the way. Any hype for a Fury AJ bout is dead. Also, Justin Tucker, yes, a 66-yard field goal, making a video on that. Jonathan Hill, number 1, my Lions lost to the leg of Jesus. Hashtag Lions go Lion. Only that would only happen to the Lions, right?
And they missed a delay of game penalty on the previous play.
No,
Even though Ravens will say it's
like 2 seconds delay of game.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you can even argue it may be like a second behind from CBS's viewpoint, but even then that should be lined up pretty regularly, so that should still be delay of game.
We don't know if that was the official timekeeper clock.
Yeah, but even
usually,
then,
right, Uche, in front of you, you see the play clock. So
yeah, there's usually a play clock
there was no
in front of the offense on each side.
Right, and there was no panic from the Ravens. They weren't running out. Like, they were calm. Like, it wasn't like, oh, the play clock expired. They knew something was not right with that. So I don't buy that. That's just Detroit gonna Detroit.
Even then, I mean,
it's funny. There's a video of a fan who was recording the kick, and I only say this because I laughed so hard when I heard it. They're recording it and they see the kick and then it goes and then when it goes in, you all of a sudden just hear no, no amongst all these fans. You just hear that pop out of nowhere. I'm
honestly, it's just that's Calvin Johnson's career.
Man.
Like, they retired Calvin Johnson's jersey. The most action that audience got was booing the Ford family for being fucking useless.
My favorite reaction to a team losing was when the Browns lined up for that game-winning field goal against the Ravens, and it got blocked.
That was hilarious.
Not only did it get blocked, but it got ran back for a touchdown. And then there's just some guy that's up in the top of the rafters with the Browns jersey.
Yeah, he just ripped him off.
He goes, I fucking hate the Browns. I hate the Browns. He's just ripping the jersey off as he's walking out.
Yeah,
and that
was in the height of them just sucking ass. Like, they couldn't even win a game that was gifted to them. That was bad. All right, we got to get some games that we're going to be
greatest alliteration. Will Hill.
Yep. Speaking of the Browns, they absolutely crushed the Bears.
Mm-hmm. Justin Fields he's going to die.
My predictions have been on point about Justin Fields and his entire situation.
Well, I was not a big Fields fan coming out of the draft, but I didn't think he looked that raw.
All right,
I don't put it on Fields, to be honest.
It's partially on Fields, but it's mostly on Nagy and the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get Hiei in here to talk about it.
But this is why I didn't want Fields starting.
His appearance.
This is because this is going to happen. That's a confidence-destroying game.
That's a confidence-destroying game. You are 100% correct.
The Browns' defense was excellent, though. Everyone was saying, "Oh, Matt Nagy," and I'm one of these people. Matt Nagy didn't have a game plan, didn't develop or do anything, whatever. Browns' defense was on him before. I've never seen someone feel pressure before they even snapped the ball.
They even finished their drop back.
Right.
Well, your left tackle is 39-year-old Jason Peters.
Yeah.
Well,
he was confused out there.
Browns are winning the division. I think they've righted the ship for sure. And let's get Hiei's assessment of what the Bears are.
Well, before we get to that, you can just go ahead and put them in regular trash. I'll tell you that right now. Uche, this is Montana. Montana, that's Uche right over there. Say hello. Don't run away.
Montana.
He's a big guy. He's not scary. He's not going to hurt you.
Like,
He just
Just didn't want to be on camera.
She's feeling a little shy today. Okay.
Oh, good.
So, after watching that abysmal offensive line performance, and there's plenty of blame to go around.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Peters, whatever the fuck he was doing, looking this way and then arm tackling this way at 39 years old. I have no idea how the fuck he managed to get a ring in Philadelphia doing that kind of shit.
He was injured in that run, if I remember correctly.
Funny because he did that with the Eagles 2 seasons ago, I believe it was, when Carson Wentz was there. He did the same thing on one play against Carlos Dunlap, and I did a breakdown on it, and I was like, why is he like setting like it's a different kind of protection than they're actually running, because he's not looking at the DN that he's supposed to be blocking.
Yeah, Myles Garrett
he
is over
pushed
here
him right into the quarterback.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Peters.
Yeah, it was
Jermaine
ugly,
Ifedi
man.
didn't look good. I mean, Nagy threw him under the bus for that 3rd and 1 offsides that he committed. But
I think it was a little more than that going on.
there was a lot more than that going on. And the interior of the line, once again, had a tough day. Mustafer looked pretty bad. You know, the only guys who looked like they were worth a damn on the line on Sunday were Whitehair and Daniels. And then the play calling. Why did we call these goddamn pocket passing plays for another guy who has mobility? You're going to Trubisky him again.
And
Matter
not even
of fact,
that.
the Bears are going to Trubisky him again, because I'm fairly damn certain that we could be going into the bye at 2-7, best case scenario.
Like, it's not even that. They're doing long developing plays, which doesn't make sense.
Yes, long routes. You don't do that with young quarterbacks.
None of these guys have separation power, you know, like Mooney does and a couple of other guys on our bench do. Robinson doesn't. Robinson's not a speed guy. Robinson's a catch radius guy. And we had no hot route set up for him. We had no escape. We had no dump off. We had no bailout. There was nothing built into that goddamn play or planning to get the ball out of Justin Fields' hand within 2 seconds. Everything was 3 seconds or more. And giving the Cleveland Browns front 7 3 seconds or more is usually a death sentence.
They should be doing what the Steelers are doing right now.
Honestly,
Short passes,
though.
let the receivers do the work, short in routes and screens.
Honestly,
That's what
though,
they should've been
which quarterback in the league would have been able to handle that onslaught? I mean, with the way that the offense is, like, no QB in this league would have thrived in that seat. No, not Aaron Rodgers, not Patrick Mahomes. Like, all of those that was just unfair to Justin Fields and any quarterback.
Here's a big problem with what they did, and I know Rex Ryan talked about it in Get Up. They had 31 of their 41 dropbacks. 31 of them were hot protections. Now, hot protection, for those of you who are uninitiated, is a protection of just the offensive line. No running backs, no chips, no anything. That's like a obvious passing situation where you have to pick up like 10 or more yards. You go into something like that because you're wanting to stretch the field, or you're wanting to get a quick route off underneath, something that kind of supplements is like a bubble screen or something like that. But hot protection, you have to understand, you have to be able to read the room. You're going up against a pretty damn good defensive line. You want to give as little exposure as you can to your offensive linemen who are not that good, and you want to provide them with chips from their tight ends, chips from their running backs. You want to do turn protections that keep them protected by using zone pass protection instead of just man up. You want to give them opportunities to hold off these defensive linemen as long as possible, and they did none of that. So you already at the foundation of it you were putting your men one-on-one against that defensive line, which is not
given
fair.
Those protection schemes too, Uche, I know that we've done max protect. I know that we've done tackle eligible in the past when it came to Trubisky, when it came to Foles, when it came to even back into Josh McCown days. We used to run tackle eligible all the time. You know, we'd have the 6th man out there on the end of the line. Prior years, it was Mitch Unrein, but we've had other guys go in and out of that tackle eligible
guys who were
spot.
in there just to help solidify the protection.
Yeah.
Like the running back is huge in that. And, you know, it makes a defensive end think twice. Myles Garrett is not going to come firing off the edge if he's been getting chipped every other play in the game. He's going to stand up a little bit more when he comes off the ball to see what's going on. Because when they get chipped, that hurts them because they get blasted. Because the coach will tell that running back, you don't leave without taking one of his ribs with you to go run your route.
Exactly. It should have ripped half his left lung out of him and marched forward and had a 3-yard completion. I don't care.
That gives your quarterback a half a second longer to look, to set his feet and look for somebody.
You're an NFL coach, and you come into Cleveland with that offensive game plan, and you strand that defense. That defense was holding that team in the game the entire first 2.5 quarters. And by the time we got to the midway of quarter 3, they'd been on the field for half the game, and like Cleveland had like 30 minutes.
They're going to start cracking. They're going to start. It doesn't matter how good your D is. If they get more,
gassed as
if
fuck.
they get more than the average amount of plays in a game by the third quarter, then they're done. They're going to start getting cooked in the fourth.
And that's why that score ended up the way it was because the defense just simply can't go out there and play 45 minutes every week.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Absolutely true, man.
My thing is like they knew they were gonna lose. Like they knew very early that they were gonna lose. Why didn't they just come out in like an I formation or some shit? Like
just start running like base plays. Start running like dives. Start working on things. I mean,
I'm very surprised that those weren't base plays that we were running for the first half of the game.
No. All right, say your piece here, and then we'll let you run along, and we'll bring you back at the end of the show.
Matt Nagy, let me introduce you to a little website. If you're out there, I want you to go to ides.illinois.gov. That is where your next opportunity is going to be if you go to that website, ides.illinois.gov. And for those of you who have never lived in the state of Illinois, that's the website for the Illinois Department of Employment Services, and you're fucking fired! I don't want to see you in Chicago or Lake Forest or the state of Illinois ever again!
That's from a fucking.
That's how you go out, everyone.
That's how you do it.
There you go. Give this man an applause. Fuck you, Matt Nagy. All right, we'll bring you back at the end, buddy.
Hey, he's doing the Eli.
All right, it is doing the Eli. All right.
And one more thing. You remember, he did this to the camera. Actually, a little bit of this, but mostly he held the fingers down.
Yep.
He was not doing this.
Right. Daniel Shell said Justin Fields, 1999 to 2021, cause of death, Matt Nagy. Red Rhino. The producer at ESPN was thinking, what the fuck, when he saw Eli flipping 2 birds on national TV.
But you can do it here because we're not on national TV.
No, I hear you can say taint on YouTube too.
Yeah, you can say taint and moist and cunt nugget.
Yeah, perineum. David G said it's time to put Matt Nagy in the all-time worst head coaches. He's literally gazing Fields into the ground. Yeah.
No. He doesn't hold a candle to Gase or Ben McAdoo yet.
Ian's Dalius. I blame Tree. Oh, we just
blame me.
I blame Tree for the Bucks losing to the Rams. Never mind, the secondary is bad and injured. Sherman flying to Tampa right now to sign.
But wait, I did say the Bucks were going to win that game. So if you put money on that and bet against me, you make good money. Money tree works again.
Dropping some money. Hello again. It's been a while, hasn't it? My Boilermakers and Uche, not right? Are now 3-1 after an ugly win against Illinois. The basketball team is projected to be a top 10 team. Always good at basketball. The Boilermakers are. Also, the volleyball team is number 4 in the nation. Boiler up. Also, Uche asked FPV about the gummies I sent him. Oh, that was you that sent me the dick gummies?
Oh.
That was you.
I thought he was.
You ate them. Come on, admit it.
Gummies. I was gonna say, hey, send those to me.
Oh, I got some. Well,
oh no, these aren't drug gummies. These are penis gummies.
So he said that was you, sir. That was you.
Sent me a bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks. He sent me Antonio Brown's. Finally, the identity is known. I think we did know that it was him.
Yeah, remember, you accidentally doxed yourself when showing it. That you had that coming, dude.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten. Well, no, I'm not going to give anyone ideas. All right, the gummies arrived. My penis gummies.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten any dragon dildos yet. I think that's a popular item.
That'd be something unironically ordered by my wife. She would just. I would be like, oh,
that'd be unironically ordered by you in the name of your wife.
That's right.
This is for you. Let's have some fun.
And Nick Shannon says, how you guys feeling about the Browns defense? I know it's the Bears O-line and a rookie.
They look strong.
But damn, that was reminiscent of the dog defense of the 80s. On a separate note, imagine the dogs playing in today's league. Yeah, they wouldn't let them get away with it.
No, they wouldn't let them play. Like the 85 Bears, they wouldn't let them get away with a lot of shit. 70 Steelers and Raiders, they'd be penalized every play. Mel Blount and Donnie Shell used to just wreck people.
You can't put elbows in the throat. You can't do
Lyle
that.
Elzaldo, he'd be suspended 8 games from the bat. And then when he tried to come back, he'd be suspended for 2 years.
Uche, did you ever trach somebody? Did you ever put your hand up and
Oh yeah,
oh yeah.
I did it before. I did it a couple times, not purposely, but kind of purposely.
Right, kind of purposely.
They were just doing too much of the crazy bull rushing shit, and I was like, you know what? I got something for you.
I gotta stop that.
Going through your face mask.
Yeah. Don't try to do that shit to me. Bills and the Washington. Washington went from division to now regular trash or purgatory.
Purgatory.
Purgatory, but they are quickly
they
descending
got
into
stomped.
the flames
They
of the afterlife. If
They got
keep
shit
going.
wrecked by the Bills, and I mean,
Bills are still division. Easy call.
They just like they Odell Beckham'd Washington. Like they just pulled down their pants and just shit all over them. That's what happened with Washington.
Yo, those fuckers got -4 on fantasy on their defense.
Dude.
-4.
No, I had them. I would have been 3-0. I would have beaten the auto draft. I got -8 points from Washington. I could have just forgot to start someone, and I would have been better off than Washington.
I had Josh Allen as my starting quarterback, which he finally
Lucky
did
you,
something.
you
But
bastard.
well, I probably lost anyway. I probably played the auto
Went from
team,
number
so-
1 in my league to number 4 because of those fucks.
So the Titans go from trash in their opening game, right? Just pure trash, to division in less than 2 weeks. They are squarely in front of that division. They're going to win it by easily right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be easy money for them.
They've righted the ship because they got beat in week 1 by how many points?
Arizona beat them by like 20
they
something
crushed
points.
Yeah, they got kicked.
They got it back though. They came back against Seattle
Beat
and
the
they beat
Seahawks.
Indy.
Yeah, they were staring at 0-2, and if they hadn't beat Seahawks, maybe the Colts were a little more confident. They could be trashing out of the playoffs. Instead, they're in the division life.
It's not
living
hard. Not hard though.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make a hot take here. Colts belong in trash. They're garbage. They have no offense.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of opportunities that they just piss away repeatedly. Their defense has been gashed repeatedly, including by Seattle. I mean, they look terrible. They have nothing right now. Frank Reich can't call a play in the goal line. Chris Ballard, like he's getting calls to get fired too.
No Quentin Nelson.
Nelson's injured. Most of their team's injured. Kwity Paye got taken out early too.
Yeah,
Rock
that's
Ya
who I
Means,
wanted.
he's out.
Did they say what happened to him? I think he
I
blew
have
that
no
knee.
idea.
See, he could be a giant and he could be healthy, but instead we have Kadarius Toney.
Well, Kadarius Toney, did he actually gain yards in receiving?
He did. He had 9 positive.
Okay. So we can no longer say that we have more career NFL receiving yards than Kadarius Toney. That's a shame.
I just still don't get that move. Anyways, Reed Crimson started Crimson Hunts.
Yeah, but you know what? You may not make sense, but it's absolutely hilarious because nobody likes the New York Giants, especially not John Mara and the poor trash cans he assaulted after that field goal. Crimson Huntsman really want the Mariners to make the playoffs, dude. I want Chaos Ball to reign supreme. The Mariners, I think, are about a game and a half away from the playoffs right now. I think there's like a way for a 5-way tie for 2 wildcard spots. I think the Yankees need to go 5-1. The Red Sox Yankees need to go 1-5. Red Sox 2-4. Blue Jays 3-3. I think the Athletics need to go 5-1, and they beat Seattle twice, and then Seattle needs to go 4-2.
It's
and
amazing.
there's like a one variable where like 5 teams tie.
It's amazing how fast this season is coming to an end right now. It's sad if you're a Mets fan.
Well, it's actually sad if you're a fan of baseball, considering the labor issue. CBA expires, and there's a good chance we're probably going to get a work stoppage. I don't know how long, but
yeah, I mean the CBA thing is a bitch.
Well, I mean,
We
if
got
you were paying
terrible
attention in
negotiators.
2020, MLB and MLBPA were at each other's throats, and they've been there for a long time. Like they can't agree on anything.
Yeah.
And
That's good, though.
they're in trouble, and they can't.
I actually
afford it
think that
because-
Major League Baseball's Players Association does them and the NBA do a good job for their athletes.
Yeah, well, they have fully guaranteed money.
I would say nobody does better than the MLB. Like they always threaten the nuclear option
Well,
because
they're gonna
they
get
just
the
stick to
nuclear
their
option.
guns. I'd say the NBA, not the last time the NBA did all right last time, but the two negotiations before that, they got raked over the coals. Like they folded instantly. I think the NFLPA is getting better.
Yeah,
but
but
the
they're
NFL,
No, they're
the
shit.
NFLPA,
They're
they
New
gave up.
Jersey trash.
They gave up a lot to just like not be tested for weed. That's what they did.
Yeah, they gave up like everything they
one
gained over the last two.
Here's
Oh, well-
one thing, though, I will say is the NFLPA is going up against a conglomerate of the best business people in the world. Like, you're not going to win much against the 30 most clever, conniving, backstabbing, richest motherfuckers. They didn't get there. Jerry Jones, Arthur Blank, who else? Red McCombs, the Glazers. The Glazers.
Dude, Stan Kroenke would literally kill unborn children to make sure he got his money.
They did not get there by being nice. Okay?
It's bad, man. It's bad. They don't give a fuck. You want 0.5% more? You sure?
Fuck
Okay,
you.
we're taking benefits after you retire. How about that? Okay.
Kevin Von Michael, let's bring him on in just a little.
Yeah, buddy.
Tennessee has the division lead and 2 piles of trash to get destroyed in the next 2 weeks before the teeth of the schedule hits. Is there any time to clean up details and turnovers? It's now. So now Kevin goes from depressed to
super optimistic. I remember week 1, he just like fucking blow it up, fire everyone. That was him.
He goes from depressed Titans fan to we got things to work on. Okay, fuck you. All right. Fuck you, Kevin. Come on here and talk.
Optimism is a hell of a drug. Don't forget that.
Winning is a hell of a drug.
Talk, Kevin.
All of a sudden, ain't no more problems.
Let me bang out some supers here. Hold on. Real quick. Treated, you know that on this day 10 years ago, the Red Sox and Braves officially blew their wild card lead and lost in the most dramatic way possible. Yes. By the way, Treat needs to make a video. Actually,
there's like a really good video on
Stark Raving Sports did one.
Well, it's also there's like a montage of like all the moments that was made 10 years ago. It was
really flipping back and forth. Albuquerque Holiday Inn. Wow, that sounds like a special place. Bowling Green beats Minnesota, confirming that Falcons greater than Gophers. Talons up, baby. I've seen Bowling Green. It's a nice campus. Never ever give Aaron Rodgers time because he's a bad man from the Rammers line. Yep, that's true. V-Man 29397, 5 points. I may be a Jets fan, but I speak for both of us when I say, God, I wish New York City football was back to where it was in the 2000s. Minus the Pats and Philly being good. Yeah, you know, the NFL is better when both New York teams are good.
I mean, New York would be pretty
placed, on the NFL. Jerry Mejia's, the Eagles could go 1-16 possible. All right, Kevin, come here to bitch about your team now that goes from trash to division in less than 2 weeks. Get it out of your system.
Well, that's considering that if the AFC South is trash enough, which is probably the case anyway.
They're trash.
Well, let's see. You got the Texans, which completely self-destructed after Bill O'Brien just blew it all up. You got the Jaguars. I don't need to say anything. And you got the Colts, who, as good as Chris Ballard was in constructing that team, he has failed to find an actual quarterback. Just an actual quarterback that is long-term.
Well, here's the problem with the Colts. They're a team built for Andrew Luck without Andrew Luck. Exactly. That's the problem.
Yep. All right. Would you like to say? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask Uche a question here because I remember one game from, I think, was the 2009 season that you were a part of.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans versus the Jaguars, when you were running in front of the vastly underrated Maurice Jones-Drew.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel when he would break a big one and just completely destroy the defense's soul whenever he just broke anything of theirs?
I think I know what game you're talking about too.
Oh yeah, the Chris Johnson versus
the Chris Johnson Mojo game where they both had over 150 yards rushing.
Oh yeah,
like they
that must have been
running fools. Well, look, man, the thing with Mojo is that he actually understood the blocking schemes because by design he was allowed the liberty to like force a cutback, and a lot of times when he would force cutbacks, he would put us on our blocks with the cutback. So he would cut back, and it would actually give him a wall of blockers to run behind as he got upfield. But I mean, watching somebody like that just take off down the field, and then watching the defender just kind of think they're going to tackle him, and he just stiff arms them directly into the ground. Like he was doing what Derrick Henry was doing. He was doing that to the
And he
Titans.
was 5'9", I think.
Right.
And he was
wasn't a big
5'7". He
man.
was like 5'7".
Yeah,
He wasn't a big man in
NFL.
NFL standards, but he was strong. He had a
He
lot
was
of
strong.
upper
He
body
had
strength.
legs like a freaking. He had legs like a blocker. He had big legs, low center of gravity, and he had great vision. So
He was something, man. He was
Yeah.
an NFL pro. I mean, he was all world. All right,
Yeah,
Kevin,
man.
thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're not as miserable now.
Well, less miserable than us.
Great.
We're probably the only
Great dumpster
rep that
look at the wind blowing his hair.
Yeah.
He's feeling good.
The only
now.
reason why I have all these fans here is because upstairs it's friggin' 86 degrees.
Oh.
because-
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, like I said, 2 piles of trash coming in with the Jets. Having to go to New York for the Jets and then playing against the Jaguars before a Monday nighter against Buffalo. So, yeah,
All right.
feeling pretty good.
Take it easy, man. All right. He's got more fans in his house than Chargers have. Fans. Uh-huh. All right. Sorry. I just had to say it, though. I had to say it.
Do what you gotta do, dude.
Saints and the Patriots. The Saints go and kick stomp the Patriots. Saints are back in the driver's seat for the
Yep.
division, I would say. No. Wait. No, they're wild card.
Yeah, they said
Patriots
about
are in the
the-
purgatory. Throw
Yeah,
them in the
Patriots are back into purgatory. They were looking okay, but they're I'm not sad about it. Falcons and the
Nobody's.
Giants.
How do you lose to Atlanta?
Falcons are regular trash.
Oh, look, here's this poor trash can right here.
Oh
This is
no,
John
no!
Ross.
I
You're a
would
piece
don't
of
do that
shit.
to him.
Fuck
Don't
you.
do that to him because
Fuck you,
look,
trash can.
they should have 2 wins right now. They should have 2 wins, which means they've been competing, which means they've actually been playing well enough to win a game. The Jaguars have not. So there's 2 different
No,
levels
sir.
of trash.
No, sir. Here. Let me
No, the Giants are they're New
me-
Jersey trash.
let me explain a couple things here.
When you lose to Atlanta, you're automatically pure trash. You're New Jersey trash.
Give me the floor here for just a second. All
All
right.
right,
sir.
do what you
We're
gotta
talking
do.
about the New York Giants. All right. Last year, the Giants were ranked 31st in red zone offense. They were consistently in the bottom 30 in total offense, passing offense, rushing offense, everything offensive. They were in the bottom, and so they go out and they draft weapons. They signed Kenny Galladay. They didn't add any offensive line help. They're just like, let's just give Daniel Jones weapons, and we're gonna still allow Jason Garrett to coach this team
That's coach to you, man.
through 3 games.
Problem.
Through 3 games, the Giants are again ranked 31st in pretty much every offensive category in the league, especially in the red zone. So they get down twice in the game on the red zone. They had 1st and goal from inside the 7-yard line. Before they even ran a play, they were already backed up. So there were consecutive holding calls. There was offensive pass interference. They were already I think both drives ended with at least it was 3rd and goal beyond the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was a bad snap on one of them.
How the fuck do you score in the red zone when you take yourself out of touchdown range when you're 3rd and long on the goal line? With 3rd and goal with over 15 yards to go. That is just unacceptable. And that is part of the Jason Garrett problem. You knew he was a snake when you took him in. You knew he was trash, and you're getting bit by him, and you're shocked. Oh my God, I got bit by the snake that is Jason Garrett. No, you're a fucking idiot for hiring Jason Garrett. You need to get that cancer away from this team. And the fact that Judge Judy or whatever, Joe Judge or his stupid fucking face is just like, we're not going to make any major changes. We're not going to do anything. Well, you need to be the major change. You need to get the fuck out of New York because you were a special teams coordinator before. You have never coordinated an offense. You have never coordinated defense. And the hiring of Garrett is so indicative of that. I think the Giants would be better off if Garrett was the head coach. Honestly, Joe Judge doesn't know what he's doing. He just doesn't. And that is why, if it comes down to a team, just like you said, Uche, if they should have won 2 games, right? What's the difference in a team that should win games and a team that doesn't win games? It's the coaching. Yeah, absolutely. Coaching. And this has been a problem for the Giants for the last 5 years. And who are the coaches? Ben McAdoo, fucking moron. Pat Shurmur, garbage head coach. Great coordinator, but garbage head coach. And Joe Judge, who now is what? He was 6-10 last year, and now he's 0-3. So he's 6-13 in his career. Pretty garbage.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's why New York is in New Jersey trash, because that's what they are. This team scored 14 points against a team that had already allowed 80 points.
Well, be careful, dude. He's a more aggressive version of Belichick, like every other Belichick disciple. So he's going to have you running gassers. Be careful. All that Giant slander isn't good.
I didn't even get to Gettleman.
These poor trash cans right here. You're a piece of shit. I'm going to slap you. Slap the trash can. Punch him. This is what Mara's doing at trash cans. Piece of shit. Fucking asshole. Fucking piece of shit trash can. You trash. You are New Jersey trash.
New Jersey trash. Get out of here, you New Jersey trash. We don't want your kind here. You convinced me. Coaching makes them New Jersey trash.
How you score 14 points against the Falcons and then lose, and then the last drive of the game, play soft zone, leaving guys wide open. Not only were they wide open, they were wide open on the sideline. Okay.
All they were doing, one spot you don't want to give them.
Right. All they were doing was running deep outs. How do you allow that to happen in the fourth quarter with the game tied?
As I said, same thing with Detroit and every other game. Nobody plays defense anymore. And you also have to remember, my question is, Danny Derps did fumble, but on a 3rd and 19, why are you running a screenplay?
Well,
3rd and 19 when you're tied.
Screens are actually best run in those situations.
Yeah, but even then, it's 20 yards.
You want to run it against
20 yards.
You want to run it against a defense that's either backed way off or blitzing you.
Yeah, but unfortunately, neither of those happened. You got 10 yards, which isn't bad, but at the same time, on a 3rd and 20, no.
Yeah, 3rd and 20, you want to. Well, I mean,
3rd and 20. I mean, you're looking at
you run a screen if you're like, okay, we don't have a play that's going to get us 20 yards. So
that's what I mean. That's what they're doing. They don't really have a play. What really you should be doing? You signed a really good wide receiver, and his name is Kenny Golladay. Fucking use him.
Yeah, that dude is good. He's really good.
Dude,
why did you sign him?
Here's the thing. CJ Board had like a 40-yard reception. Who the fuck is CJ Board, right? Like, I should not know when you have Sterling Shepard.
CJ Board, he was the guy that brought back the Danny Derps touchdown for that hold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yep. I should not be hearing his name. I should be hearing Sterling Shepard. I should be hearing Kenny Golladay, and I should be hearing Kadarius Toney and Darius Slayton's name. I should not be hearing.
I think Shepard and Slayton were injured though.
Well, no, Shepard played.
I thought they were pulled out. I'm not sure if they came back.
They might have not have finished the game, but anyways, it was bad. Matt Mosley says, "I support a flat tax. All women with flat chests should be taxed." Yes, they're taxed.
Ain't that the truth?
Uh-huh. Committee. All right, fine. Okay. I don't mind girls with flat chests as long as the booty is tight.
Well, I mean, I'm a booty like man too, but I'm just saying.
I
just love the women.
Yes.
Oh, everybody just loves the women, dude.
It is amazing when you see a girl that's like flat chested but like super athletic, and you're just like,
you're like, that's she is a keeper.
Yeah, you're like she
Yeah,
probably
flat tax, it should
probably
just be
hasn't-
women as flat as a board. That's
Right.
the flat tax.
yeah she probably hasn't been given a car in her life, just for having big boobs. So she's probably cool,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
Sir Random Guy for 20. San Diego sucks. San Diego massive imploding. Slam Diego always choking. One of the best diss tracks of all time. To quote Kingpin from Spider-Man, and it's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Get a home run. Let's go, Mets.
He ain't doing that anymore.
I've been having so much fun with that quote. It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Hit a home run. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Mets. Love the Mets, baby. Let's go, Mets.
It's not even good because they suck.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking terrible.
You need to
Froman
find out the record after that meme, and it's probably like 10-36.
They were already losing when that meme happened. Anyways, Jared Froman, the Lions belong in a category between purgatory and trash called Detroit.
Detroit
Detroit.
Pain.
Because they're
Not
not
even Detroit trash, just Detroit pain.
Yeah, just Detroit trash. Christopher Bowden. Hey guys, who has seen Tom wearing the Vikings purple all week? Oh, it actually made it into one of his videos.
Yeah, it's made it into a couple videos,
Yeah,
Yeah,
including
I
one
saw
I
it.
may be in
Brandon
later
On the
this week.
NFC,
Yeah, he is honoring
NFC North one or NFC
Yep.
West one.
Yeah, he's so funny, dude. Like that one.
Yeah,
he's like-
Those have become my routines now. Watching after each week of football.
the great thing about him is like once you start watching it, you're like, I have to finish this. Like,
Yeah, I gotta finish
watch
this.
it.
Where
I gotta watch it all
he's
right.
going.
Yeah.
He's going through everything with them.
On to Brandon losing and having to wear a Kelsey or Hill Chiefs jersey. Ooh. Ooh. Nick Shannon. Ben should have retired 2 years ago. You should be running a Yinzer strip club in Wheeling.
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 I can
Wheeling,
actually see
yes,
him running a
Virginia.
strip club.
No, not Wheeling. Wheeling's kind of out there, man.
How did
Running in running in Fox Chapel. He's a classy man.
Oh,
That or by the casino. He's one of those.
anytime you
guys.
say I don't even know Pittsburgh, but anytime you say by the casino, I already know that's a shitty part of town, right?
Well, it's by the stadium actually. So
yeah.
Heinz Field is really close to the casino.
It's
But the area around it's kind of eh.
What are the no-go areas in any city, right? MLK Avenue, right? Wherever that is, and wherever the casino is. You're like, oh fuck. Chester, Philadelphia, don't ever go there. Just don't. All right. Bengals and Steelers. Oh, we're there.
Oh boy.
We're there. Where do we put these Bengals? Purgatory?
I'd say purgatory for now. I mean, they had a good win. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not even mad at the Steelers. Like, they just played like shit. That's all there really is to it.
Yeah,
Like,
they just
like their offense was fucking garbage. They haven't learned anything from 2020. They have a first down running back that they don't actually run with. They throw him for checkdowns and screens. He led the team in receptions and yards. You paid
that
a first
boy-
round pick
he
to
was good.
yeah, he is a good player, but I didn't think he was the right pick. I was always against that pick because who's blocking for him? Our offensive line has huge issues because, I mean, once again, it's young, it's unproven, and there's still a lot of moving parts. We have absolutely no fucking pass rush right now just because TJ Watt's out, Highsmith's out, Alualo's out for the year, Tuitt's out too. You got no sacks against the Bungles offensive line, who got destroyed the week before by the Chicago Bears. So when it's like that, like it's terrible. And even Tyler Boyd's coming out saying the team gave up. Ben Roethlisberger is a fucking fossil. I've wanted that man out of here for a long time. I've been calling that guy a liability since the end of 2018. And the problem is, like, people said I was full of shit. Unfortunately, now you're seeing it. I think people are starting to realize this guy sucks. He's not good. I mean, apparently, like, he still thinks it's 2009 because look at the way he controls the pocket. He's trying to maneuver and, like, make things happen. He doesn't have that athleticism anymore. So guess what happens? Falls to the ground. So instead of throwing it away and learning to adapt his game, guess what happens? The Steelers are playing like shit. And there's also some wonderful plays of Ben Roethlisberger being sacked by the field itself. The field itself. And once again, I expect the land monster, just like this. You know, remember the Sarlacc pits from Star Wars? Like those things are just gonna pop open, and then Ben slides open, and it just eats them alive, like Jabba the
Falls
Hutt.
into it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
look
that is
right
pretty
here.
unathletic.
You see
That's
that? It's like,
unathletic.
wee, poof.
God,
It's like me playing
did his
quarterback
face
right
hit
now.
the
It's not
ground?
good. Yeah, I mean, he probably
Watch
had
it,
like turf
but-
coming out. Like
yeah,
he had that
face
Eli
mask.
face. You remember, like my thing is too that 4th and 10. You're down by 14 in the fourth quarter. You have to get a touchdown because you're at the point where, okay, if we don't do anything, we're gonna lose. And we played like shit the entire game. We should not be in this game. You know what they run? Fucking screen. Just a straight screen. They fake the blitz, and it's not even like I'm looking through the options and check down. It's just like, oh, well, Najee, you can go die. And then Najee has to run through like 3 different people before being taken down, just because that's all there is to it. I mean, Cincy, they played well, but at the same time, Steelers are they're playing like shit. And they technically should be 0-3. The only reason I put them in purgatory right now is because I think the pass rush comes back once they get healthy. But at the same time, they are very dangerously close to getting trashed. The offense is pure trash. The only reason why I'm putting them in purgatory is because of the defense when it's healthy. That's it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ravens, Lions. Thank you for your rant, by the way. Ravens, Lions. Ravens are probably going to win the division.
They played down to their competition.
Yeah,
that is a Steeler mentality. They played down hard, dude. They got bailed out because, like, I know what it's like for a team to play down to their competition. What Baltimore did, they played down to their competition. Their receivers couldn't catch shit. Lamar had huge issues. The defense couldn't hold, especially when the offense was playing like shit. And they got bailed out by an elite, high-end talent, one of the greatest kicks I have ever seen in the NFL, and a questionable delay of game issue.
Yeah.
So
questionable, sus. It was sus.
It was very sus. And the problem is that it's a thing is an issue. Detroit should have won that game. They got screwed.
Yeah, Detroit should have won that game. I mean, and that's where. And honestly, I would put Detroit at regular trash just because of that. Because that would have given them some legitimate.
God hates Detroit. That's why God hates Detroit.
They didn't win that game.
They nearly came back against San Fran though too. So they're okay.
I don't like the.
I don't like should haves either. But I mean, they played a better game than the Ravens did.
They did.
That's what I mean. Like the only reason why they didn't win is because their offense was dog shit in the first half.
That's even worse, though. To play a better game and still lose, that means that you suck. Like that.
Well, usually that would mean that you suck, but in this situation, they had an X factor and a kicker that could make a 66-yard kick.
Yeah, no one
counted. By all intents and purposes, that shouldn't have happened.
I think Taylor Phillips said that they let them convert like a 4th and 19
with
I think that does.
Once again, nobody plays defense. Nobody plays defense.
19 and you let them get the first down.
Yep,
I couldn't believe that.
This is Taylor.
It's like, like we don't want to give up the home run play. Let's play prevent defense. It's not like every quarterback worth his salt can pick through a prevent defense.
3rd and 19 and maybe make him run.
Stop playing fucking soft zone against.
I don't get this. So Taylor Phillips says you keep forgetting the 4th and 19 pass before the delay of game. Can't put yourself into that position ever. Seal the game yourself. I don't get, right? It's a 4th and 19. Why wouldn't you just send a corner blitz and have a safety run over to the guy or a linebacker?
They're worried about giving up the home run play. That's what they're doing.
I'm just saying, but you would force the quarterback to get rid of it before the 19 yards.
Yeah,
like
you make him make a 5 or 6 yard pass, and that guy has to run 14 yards.
Right,
first.
and you're off the fucking field. That's what matters. It doesn't matter playing a prevent or a zone defense. It's getting off.
I didn't get why they allowed. I mean, even Lamar Jackson. Like we pile on him for the way he's been passing the past like season and a half. But if you give him a clean pocket and allow him to sit there and read, he will throw a dart to somebody.
Yeah,
and he did that. He literally sat in a perfect pocket and just waited and threw a first down. I would have brought a nickel blitz with the safety spying over not a nickel blitz with a linebacker spying over the top of it. That way, once he runs out of the pocket, you have already somebody who's already in chase. So you're going to make him make a decision. You either throw the ball to the nearest person, or you're going to have to juke me to get past me. And even if he jukes you, by that time you've got other players in pursuit. So now there's a better chance that he won't get that first down. But to just let him sit in the pocket and literally just stand there for 4 seconds and throw a ball down the field, that's ludicrous.
Yeah, and some people are saying Dan Campbell rushed only 3 on that 4th and 19 when their
That's
front four
what
was
every
coming to
defensive
Jackson.
coordinator does, though. They
All
rush
day.
3
Yeah,
and they
that's what
cover
it
8.
It just doesn't work. It's
Because
Because
doesn't
they
work.
over
have
and over
specific
again.
zones. You don't have a man coverage.
Doesn't work.
When
You'd
I
be
would see
best doing
three-man
man coverage
rush-
and then a cover 2, so you prevent the deep ball.
Seeing a 3-man rush is like for me. I was always like, oh hell yeah, it's 3 double teams, 3 double teams.
Yep.
They're not getting anything.
Yeah.
If you give up pressure on a 3-man rush,
You're a bad line.
there's
Yeah.
There's real problems on your
It's
line.
Madden. It's Madden.
It's
what it is.
Madden. Yeah.
Ravens Nation, enjoy Law Mets while you still can. Tree. This is still a new era of the boys in Flushing. Okay. Wait, light at
Okay.
the end
Yeah,
of the
you said
tunnel.
that last year and the year
Furthermore.
before,
Yep.
and the year before, and the
Furthermore,
year
law
before,
stories.
and the year before, and the year before. I'll believe it when it actually happens. And I was one of the guys who said that, okay, things may have changed this year. Not anymore. They didn't.
No. Simpson says 90. Trees, Padres, diss track, United, Dodger fans, and Giants fans to laugh at the ongoing legacy.
They
of
were
the-
that track was terrible. I was like doing it.
No, that
it
was
was even
funny.
worse than I had imagined it
It
to
was
be.
funny.
It was
No.
bad.
It's like the Norm Macdonald roast of Bob Saget. It's cringe on purpose because that original track was so cringe.
That's what I mean. It's like
You couldn't be-
that was the only way you could do the Padres, though. You had to counter cringe with cringe.
Yes, because they were cringe. Toon
Just
Link
like No
name,
Cubs Know, you
because
counter
they
cringe
like
with
the
cringe.
song. Drew Sakowski, I'm never going to get that. Sakshewski. I've been listening for a while. Thank you for doing what you do. Tucker is the GOAT. Glad he's on my team. Yeah, I would be too. Big
Oh
Ben
yeah, I
looked
would be.
so bad during that game.
Oh yeah, he looked bad. He looked like Father Time took a huge beating out of him. And as I said, this is why I didn't want him back. I did not want him back at all.
It's
And
your boy John. As happy as I am, the Packers beat the 49ers. I'm still worried about how the rest of the season is going to go with our schedule getting harder and our defense being very inconsistent.
it takes time.
Yeah, but
Technically, Green Bay should have crushed San Fran. The refs kept San Fran in that game. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
that's true. But they still pulled it out. Bill Sondergrath, Songrath. Tree, you're going to do Canucks legacy of failure.
Songareth? Maybe in the future. I've just got too much going on right now.
We need a Jaguars legacy.
Yeah, you do.
No,
I mean,
Jaguars. It's too early for them. If
Too
it's
early.
a team that's
One
going to be
winning
next on the
season
list,
in the last
next on the
decade?
list, next on the list is the Bengals. Bengals are next.
Okay.
They got to
Official-
a Super Bowl.
Well, they got to a Super Bowl, but they haven't won shit in 30 years.
Official Gus
Jacksonville's had
Franklin.
winning seasons since then.
Yay, Green Bay looks slightly less fraudulent for a week now to hop on the Steelers. Don't realize how to beat us. Now to hope the Steelers don't realize how to beat us. Najee Harris ad nauseum.
They're
Daniel-
never going to do that, though. They're going to make Ben throw 50, 60 times.
Daniel Stell, President Biden bans the New York Jets from NFL.
His approval rating would jump 30 points.
Yes, that's how you do things in politics. Steelers, Cyan Jedi, guys, help me out. I can't remember the last time the Steelers scored first before their opponent in a game. I don't remember. Yeah.
I would probably have to say,
2010. Christopher Stuvstad, when Seattle gets shredded by Cousins.
I
but
think they
Oregon
scored first
State
against Baltimore when they won 11-0, I want to say.
gets a huge road win over USC. Wild Sports Weekend, to say the least. Go Beavs. And Jared Froman, hey, do you think that the Bears could lose at home to the Lions? And oh yeah, it's very
I'd
possible.
say it depends who starts.
Very possible. All right, let's get some more games out of the way because this show is dragging. We might have to do the $2 cutoff.
Hey, we're dragging
Might be
ass.
the
It's
first
nothing wrong with that. I mean, we've got 885 people right now.
Yeah,
People want to watch us suffer.
Yes, thank you all. 808. We peaked out at 900 at one point.
Yeah,
Tell your
915.
friends. Let's get it to 1,000. All right.
Well, I think that might be one of the first we get to 1,000 in a non-draft episode or close to it.
Yes, here we go. Jets and Broncos. Broncos looking like a wild card team right now.
I still put them in purgatory only because the teams they played are combined 0-9 and they are Jet jersey trash. That's the only reason why they are in purgatory. They're okay. I want to see more out of them before I
They're
can.
the three worst teams in the league. Come on. They're just they're playing scrubs. They should credit where it should be due. They beat the teams that have been in front of them. The Jaguars, the Jets, and the Giants. Three terrible teams. Opponents combined 0-9. 0-9.
Yes. New York Jets are. I would put the Jets in a tier lower than Jersey Trash because I think Jersey Trash is a little too nice for the Jets right now. They are fucking terrible. I have no idea how a team gets worse when getting rid of Adam Gase. How is that possible? They have 20 points scored on the season.
There you go. Adam Gase.
Lowest is the Bears with 40.
There you go, Jets. Congratulations. You're the worst team in the NFL, easily.
No, not even Adam Gase level trash. They're lower than Adam Gase level trash.
We might have something to say about that.
They got shut out
by Denver. They got destroyed.
How you put up a bagel in a league that is designed? Okay, the Bears had an awful game against the Browns, still scored 6 points, right? Like they still mustered up. They had 47 yards of total offense in a league designed for points. Mm-hmm. The Jets scored none.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
So bad. I mean, Denzel Mims can't crack this roster. What the fuck?
Yeah. Bagel. Dolphins, Raiders. Raiders pull out another one. Almost blew it. Pulled it out. The Raiders are probably
wild card. I don't say division.
Wild card contender.
They've scraped by the skin of their teeth in a lot of these games.
Yeah.
I mean, here come the Raider fans right now because, I mean, dude, you never give a Raider fan a cookie because they will take over the world.
Who's they are in that division though. Like you got the Chiefs.
I still say Chiefs. I mean, if it's up to me,
so then we'll move the Chiefs.
You probably say Chargers, but
Chiefs and Chargers is going to be between them, I think.
Yeah. Chargers might be the new Super Bowl contender.
I don't know about that.
Nah, I'm not going to get ahead of myself.
All right.
Nobody wants the Chargers in the Super Bowl. Nobody gives a shit about the Chargers.
Got it all going on there.
Spanos deserves
Oh, wait. Let's do one more game. Sorry, I'm getting all over the place.
Oh, you forgot Miami too. Miami is purgatory.
Oh, Miami. Yes, correct.
Miami. That's what happens when you throw a bubble screen at your own 1 yard line with no blockers, and it's not even like the first guy. There are two other guys coming.
And you get blown up
on like not even a hard screen. It's just like a little lob screen. It's like that was a planned play.
Might have been the worst thing I've ever seen.
One of the worst plays I've ever seen.
To me, a safety is unacceptable unless it's like somehow like you called a running play like an off tackle or something and they just blew it up. Like to me, a safety is unacceptable. Like you just
safety means shit's bad. Shit's going bad.
Yeah. Rams and Buccaneers. I think the Rams
could be Super Bowl.
Might be a Super Bowl contender. They got Matt Stafford
doing upside, man.
Yeah, I put them there right now.
They got tough. Yeah.
And Bucks, you're still Super Bowl, I think.
They actually earned it. They went up against quality comp and they earned it.
Yeah, I mean, their secondary's injured, but they played really well.
The Bucks are going to right the ship against the Patriots. Tom Brady's going to throw like 8 touchdowns and just teabag. You know what's funny is they've been playing the hello from the other side.
That is a nightmare Super Bowl. He sucked. Yeah. Nobody wants that Super Bowl.
Yeah. They've been playing that promo for the rematch with Bill Belichick on one sideline and Tom Brady. I was like, I had no idea that Bill Belichick and Tom Brady were in a romantic relationship.
Oh, they were in a romantic relationship. And then Tom Brady decided to break it off because he wanted something better. He decided to go younger.
I think we should see other people. Yeah.
He went for the more suave and virulent Bruce Arians.
Dodger Zion says, "Hey, what's up, Dodge? We'll bring you on later. At the very least, I went 2-0 in my fantasy this week, even won against the opponent who had both Zeke and Dak. Yeah, fuck y'all. Mike Farino. The only takeaway from Fields is that he somehow didn't fumble turnover with all those sacks. Good job, buddy. Way to hold on to that rock while you're getting beat. We know that you can get your ass, you can take a beating and keep on ticking or something, right? Take a licking and keep on ticking.
He's got young bones. They're flexible.
Yep. That guy you didn't know. Matthew Stafford is secretly racist because he's targeting Cooper Kupp and not Robert Woods. Yes.
He targeted Deshaun Jackson a couple times, though.
He did. Dude, did you see my tweet on Deshaun Jackson?
Oh,
him and divorced parents always abusing whoever's in the middle.
Oh, dude.
MH Blues. I think the Lions aren't the worst team. They have no talent, but they seem to be in the right direction for once. But they're 0-3. But played against top 10 teams. I feel like they have the heart, just no skill. Yeah,
Well, that's why they're just back alley trash.
Like their head coach.
Yeah, look at
Like
you
their head
looking
coach.
for silver lining. Mahmoud Faroud. Hey, UT, which was worse, Fields' first start or Couch's first start against the Steelers?
Ooh, that's an interesting
Couch.
one.
They lost the worst home game. It was 52-7.
Yeah, it was something like that, 44-7, I think, or something like that.
It was
Like,
the worst home loss.
Couch was pretty bad. I mean, Fields was. I mean, most of them, both are very comparable. Let me look up Tim Couch's.
Couch was a bust. Tim Couch.
Well, Tim Couch got ruined.
Couch was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
He got wrecked by the
His
the
name-
team.
they should've known
43
his
to
name
nothing.
was Couch.
Tim Couch had 6 for 13, 52 yards, 1 interception. So they're both actually surprisingly comparable.
Yeah.
He only got sacked twice, though.
I think Fields
actually,
would do better. Next
Wait, Tim
Well,
Couch was
Fields'
0 for 3.
actual passing yardage was like a yard.
yeah, that's true.
His
I've never
actual
seen
passing
anything
yardage
like
was
that.
1 yard.
Golden Hybrid, Tom and Kirk Benkert are streaming right now, and I asked them about their tier list, and they told me that to tell you that they're the best Super Bowl tier team. No, they're not.
No, they're not. We need to make that new
Bring that
tier.
shit around
Either
here.
way, we need to make that tier.
Shit around
Put them
here.
in.
Tom?
You need to.
Tom, if you want to make a pick, you come onto the stream, buddy. Okay.
He don't care about that.
He's
He's
making no picks behind our backs.
he's
You and
prepping for mocking me this week because we know it's coming.
You and Kurt can come in this stream and talk for yourselves. You won't. You won't do it.
No, we won't.
Do it.
No, we won't.
Red Rubber Duck Gwyn. First super chat on the show. All right. Thanks for all the laughter. Celebrated my 21st birthday on Sunday by drowning out the
Steelers fan.
at a brewery.
Yeah, dude. I mean, which brewery, man? There's some good ones in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Well, breweries. There's some good breweries in Pittsburgh, though. Church Brew Works. They actually built it inside an old church. Looks
Does
really
Willen
nice.
have some good strip clubs, or is it like cars on the lot? Like,
They have some decent strip clubs. Nothing too crazy though. They're like a couple.
Not like Atlanta. Atlanta's got some strip clubs.
Oh, Atlanta's probably got mad strip clubs.
Atlanta's
Oh,
top.
you know we do.
Yeah. Eric Fry, what's Uche's favorite hockey team?
Dallas Stars, baby.
Yeah, we talked about that last week on the stream with Dodge. Butt Pounder 420. It's so heartwarming that Peyton is doing a weekly show with that special needs. We've just covered everything in the super chat tonight. We covered.
I feel somewhat
girl-
offended
Right,
by
y'all
that
trying to get us
comment.
demonetized. You're trying to get us to say the R word, flat-chested girls, and then calling Matt Stafford a racist for throwing to Cooper Kupp. So here's what the thing I've seen with Kupp is they're picking on so many plays, but they're making it look like not a pick, and that's why he's gotten open in all these plays. What they're doing, they're hiding it in plain sight. Malk Gooley. Hey Tree, been a fan of yours since the video game days. As a Bears fan, I'm ready to go to Super Saiyan Fire Nagy. Also, NBA free agency video, please go Bills. All right,
NBA free agency. I don't know if I have the time for NBA free agency.
it's gonna be tough.
I mean,
Dan-
I've got so much. I mean, unfortunately, like the editor I had to let go of. It just wasn't the right fit.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I
was
mean, I'll
good.
bring them back for like other stuff, but it just didn't work out with
Did
sports.
you do the sports ball?
Week 2? Yeah, I had to
Yeah,
scramble
I
to
could
fix
tell.
it up in like
was
5
so
hours.
much better. It was so
Like,
much
I mean,
better.
it was just. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing against the kid. It wasn't what I was looking for.
Yeah.
He needs to have your kind of humor.
No,
Yeah.
he's used to a different style. I think that was the thing. It was.
Yeah, it's not that someone can't replicate what you're doing. It's that you need to coach them and you need to have time to do it, and it takes time.
And unfortunately, he's at school, right?
Yeah.
Does school, so he doesn't have the time to really invest in it.
It's just a bad fit.
It's too time sensitive.
No one's fault. Alexander Guerrero, who wins Tampa versus New England? Nobody.
Ooh. I mean, well,
I
to be
think
fair, if we drop a nuke on Foxborough, I think we all win.
I think Tampa.
It's like
wins.
Philly New England Super Bowl. It's like I root for the nuke.
Yes. Jerry Mejia says Wentz is the least of the Colts' problems.
Yeah, easily. It's their play calling, it's the injuries, it's the rest of their offense and the defense.
Pens
The
and
defense
Av.
has been exposed. It's a lot of issues in Indy.
Pens and Av says, how about those Stillers? Tom K, you know you're trash when you attempted game-winning drive is stopped by a Donter Fowler sack. And Graph on T-Roll says, never change, New Jersey derp. And the butt fumble. Let's finish out some games. Seahawks, Vikings.
Seahawks look like fucking shit.
Trash?
Purgatory for now.
Purgatory.
Give it
Yeah,
another couple
purgatory.
weeks, they are trash. But they look like shit against Minnesota.
Spare some change.
Like they had that thing let up and they let go of the gas. They let Minnesota look fucking
Vikings.
invincible on offense. Vikings, I say a purgatory too.
have saved their season, though. They
Oh,
were
easily. They did save it. Like they had some devastating losses.
Yeah. They can.
I still say purgatory for now. For now.
Yeah, okay.
We will revisit
They're not
in due
trash
time.
yet. They're
No.
not trash yet. And we get to the Sunday night game. We're gonna put the Packers.
The manufactured drama bowl. Packers, I'd still say, are division or Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
wait, right.
Right.
The Grassi tier, and then San Fran is purgatory.
Yep. Easy.
San Fran is a ref-enabled purgatory.
All
By
right.
the way.
You read like as many super chats.
Oh, I will, buddy. I will
We
get
get
this
bored.
shit cracking. Bulletproof grass for $9.99. I'm sorry, but as a proud native of Atlanta, we are back alley trash. Matt Ryan doesn't trust his receivers, which is the only good part of our team. The O-line is awful. Terry, what are we doing? No, you also have to mention that Matt Ryan is also trash. Matt Ryan is he's fallen off hard.
It should be
As I said,
Burris.
Yeah.
The only reason why
Burris.
they're not going off on Matt Ryan is because Ben Roethlisberger is a bigger target.
Yeah.
Jerry
he's an
McKeas
easier
for
one.
a
He's an
5. If
easier
Joe
one.
Brady was the Giants OC, they would have been 2-1 right now. No, they're probably hiring Joe Brady as the next head coach, and then he gets fired because he's not ready for the role.
They could have hired anybody. Like, couldn't they have?
They could have had Matt Rule. They could have had Matt Rule, but they didn't.
No,
want to pay
Matt
him.
Rule. Matt Rule turned him down.
I thought they didn't want to pay him.
Well, they
I thought they countered with like an offer, like, "Hey, beat this and I'll come," and they didn't. I thought that was
yeah,
what
but that
happened.
was a bad business. You don't pay Matt Rule a bunch of money, especially a guy that you're going to fire anyways, because this team fucking.
Oh, Matt Rule's doing all right in Carolina so far.
They
I
played.
liked what he did at Baylor.
Matt Rule, yeah, he was the guy, but you're not going to let some coach come in thinking he's hot shit. Not into New York.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to let. Yeah, tail doesn't wag the dog. Keep going. Sorry.
Tucker White 94. Derp derp derpity derp derpity derp. Derp derp derpity derp derpity derp. Derp derp derpity derp derpity derp. Derp derp derpity derp. Derp 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 derpity derp derp derp. Derp derp derpity derp derp derp. Derp, and I can't do it. It's a bunch of derps. Golden Hybrid 2. Teron Woodley actually got a Jake Paul tattoo. Like,
Yeah, I saw
got it on
that.
his middle finger, I think, right?
Yeah, it says "I love Jake Paul" on his. He's got to live with that too.
I know,
That's the
BS.
He
thing.
just get it removed. He just get a laser removed.
Yeah. That's the thing that's what makes boxing so interesting because it's everything on the line, right? Like you don't want to get knocked out by
Your
someone.
manhood,
Yeah.
your entire like reputation as a person.
Yeah,
Look
there's
how they
nothing
treating,
more high stakes than a physical altercation.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Justin
All right.
Maybach. Thoughts on the Rays ownership promoting the Montreal plan on the wall during playoffs and how stupid it is? That is utterly stupid. It is one of the most inane things I've ever heard in my life. In the playoffs, mind you, they're still going on with that.
Playoffs.
Yeah, like Tampa Bay's like at the top. I thought I at first was worried about the really weak starting rotation, but with that regard, I hope they get fucking eliminated. Fuck Stuart Sternberg. I like the Rays as an organization, but fuck that owner and fuck that plan because nobody in Montreal is going to go along with it.
The thing,
Suck it.
unfortunately, the one team that should be moved in the MLB is the Rays.
Well,
Like,
it's because they can't get anybody at St. Petersburg. They're in a bad stadium, and they can't get an agreement with like local politicians. But the
Well,
problem is they're doing this half-baked
right.
bullshit instead of shitting or getting off the pot. And by the way, the team that's probably going to move next are the Oakland A's.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, keep going.
I'll keep on going here. That was my rant about Stuart Sternberg being a fuck. Dixie Kraft, Derrick Henry already leads the league in rushing yards. Another 2K yard season? I mean, 17 games, so it's very possible.
Oh yeah.
Golden Hybrid 2, I wish Tree would slap my cans. Go to timeout, Jimmy. I am not slapping your cans. Andrew Meyer, it's finally Denny Hamlin's year, starting to sound the same as this is the year Brady falls off. It looks neither is going to happen. Well, it happens when you least expect it. It's when
He
you
did
give up
win.
is when it happens.
Yeah, he did win.
Happened
it.
with the Capitals. It's like nobody gave a shit, and then, here's
Yeah, that's when you expect the least is when you get the most.
Mm-hmm. Golden Hybrid for 2. Don't tell Dwayne Haskins about the Yinzer strip club.
Oh, good.
Oh, dude, he's probably been there more than
Perfect reference.
Nick Shannon for 5. I picked Wheeling because that's where the Yinziest of Yinzers lives. That in Washington, PA, or as Street knows it, Washington. Oh, Washington's like up there. The Monongahela's up there. I would say probably Blawnox is a place that's pretty Yinzery. McKees Rocks, Bellevue. I would say I'm trying to think of the name. New Kensington. New Kensington's a place where a lot of Yinzers live. And Carrick. Carrick is another place. Graph on to roll. The Steelers should be Yinzer who shot his pants. And then he has to wash it out in the sink.
You saw that Uche, right? The dude.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was more than shitting the sink.
How did he? Yeah, how did he shit his pants?
He was probably pissed drunk.
Yeah, I've never shit.
He probably he tried to shart and then he pooped himself.
I've never been so drunk I shat my pants. Yeah, maybe a gamble and lost. That's possibly like he thought that he was squeezing one off and then he got a little more.
Yeah, I got like
a little Sharticles.
Jer West, send Tom to U.S. Bank on week 11 wearing a Vikings jersey.
Ooh. Then we can't afford to pay for trips though from Clickbait.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, we're not super sponsored yet. FTAR 816 Pittsburgh Steelers are the 2018 or 2017 Jacksonville Jaguars, except the defense isn't as good. Probably 18 because they didn't make the playoffs that year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, keep going here. Jerry Mejias for 5. Dak Prescott looked like Major Kong riding the bomb in Dr. Strangelove against the Eagles defense.
Well, Dak is good, but the Eagles made him look even better.
Oh, yeah. Out missing class, legacy of failure, Padres. They need more time. They need this window to close before we officially start with that.
So much promise going into the year.
Ball of the Ard. Pixie dust BS, devil magic, Satanism. 16 wins in a row for the Cardinals. Prep the sage, LA, San Francisco. You're going to need it if the well isn't dried up. I have no idea how the fuck they are winning like that.
Yeah.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. They look terrible in the middle of the season, and suddenly, 16-win season. That's fantastic. And news of the day, St. Louis is leading again 4-2.
Oh, my gosh.
So there's a chance it could be 17 straight.
They're looking like the A's. The only thing that can stop them is the end of the regular season.
Bullshit before, man.
Yeah. Toonling Main Tree greater than any rapper right now.
No.
He's on top of the game, baby.
No.
Jared Froman put the Lions in the regular trash category. Tree and Uche said to majority rules. Okay, we'll bring you back.
If you want it, we'll put it in the majority trash.
Regular trash. Jerry Mejias, I'm calling this right now. The Lions get their first win of the season against Philly.
Awesome. Sounds about right if they play as bad as they did. The 13 penalties they got.
It's possible. They're definitely playing better football. So I don't know what that always equates to winning, though.
We'll see. I mean, it'll take time.
DDRM Stir Pro. Tree, let me know if you need an editor. I've worked on a 1 million channel before I made made redundant and wouldn't mind a prove it edit week. Okay.
Send me an email at urinatingtree@gmail.com.
Uh-oh, he just
that'll be the best way to get it.
You're going to get links to gay porn?
Oh, dude, I've gotten links before. My email's been linked out on here.
Sword
dude,
fight.
If you didn't know if it was urinatingtree@gmail.com, it's like it's already there. I mean, people randomly email me out of the blue. It's fine.
That's right. Fucking dick pics is what you're going to get.
Oh, dude, I got plenty of dick pics from that. Jerry Mejias.
Some of them are me. Some of them are other dudes. I like to mix it up. Jerry Mejias, in hindsight, the Eagles should have drafted Parsons over Fields, over Smith after watching the beating we took from Dallas.
No shit.
It's been hilarious to see Scooter see that Philly drafted Parsons. Yeah,
Micah Parsons. They traded up to one up the Giants.
Yeah, that's who I wanted was Micah Parsons. Remember that.
Yeah, you wanted Parsons or you wanted Kwity Paye?
Yep.
Or an edge rusher?
Yep. Instead, we got 9 total yards.
And, I mean, he got picked before. So. Yep. That's right. And Nick Shannon, don't forget about Union Town. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Union Town.
Union Town.
Right.
You going to Union Town, talk about worse in the cars.
Worse in the cars. All right, let's bring in some more people, and then we'll do the final game here.
Oh, yeah. We got the Dodge. We need her in for Eagles ranting and insufferable Philly noises.
Cowboys! Cowboys are the class of this fucking shitty
Their
division.
division.
It hurts me.
It sucks. I mean,
say it.
unfortunately,
I hate
Scooter's going to
division.
be insufferable on
Fucking
Thursday.
trash. Everyone is
Eagles
trash.
be trash. Eagles are
Eagles
trash.
be trash. Giants be trash. Cowboys are going to walk. They're going to be, if they're not 6-0 division record, they should.
Their competition's Washington.
give
That's
up.
it.
Should give up. All right, let's bring in the peanut.
I think there's a lag, so I think we both press it at the same time.
Hi, Dodge.
Hello.
Dutch.
No Alex tonight, huh?
Yeah.
He'd be lording over us all right now.
Oh, he probably would have.
Dodge, lament, and get your suffering out. I think she's muted.
I think
She is muted.
Your
Yeah,
mic.
you're muted.
Oh, there we go.
All
There
right,
we
we
go.
can hear you
There
now.
we
You're
go.
good.
All right.
All right, I forgot to press the button. All right,
Mhm.
so
You rich
there's
coat
obviously pieces here. There's something here. Jalen's
Lower.
obviously capable. Our defense. I mean, you saw Fletcher Cox get a freaking touchdown by falling on the ball in the end zone. We have capability, but the play calling has got to improve. There were some boneheaded decisions.
And Philly special in week 2.
You don't
Philly
call a
special week
bubble
2.
screen on, what was it, a 3rd and 17 or whatever? No. Sirianni's got to wake up and smell the coffee. It's going to take more than a T-shirt to beat Dallas the next time.
I forgot about that.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
put him in purgatory. Next week, they
Purgatory.
lose again, I would put him in trash.
Not after that beat down. They go straight
One
to
more
the trash.
chance.
They trash.
If
They trash, girl.
Again,
Girl,
throw him in the
you're a
trash.
little optimistic there. Jalen Hurts looked like doo-doo. Okay?
It's that
He was
early
throwing
season
up balls for grabs. He was like Mardi Gras. He was just like, show me the beads and I'll show you whatever goods that you want. He was chucking balls. Here's the thing. I used to think that play calling was a little more important. I'm starting to think of it as less important because you got to execute, right? You got to execute.
In a little bit, there are situations where the play call is just so bad you can't execute, though.
Right, but I think that play calling is important. Yes, it matters. But if they call the play, you're in the control of what's happening on the field. You have a chance to make a bad decision work. But they weren't even doing that. They were not even executing on that. I think that the Eagles are in the trash tier because Jalen Hurts kind of cannot throw over 30 yards. Like his deep ball is trash. And that's going to be, and I think teams have figured that out, and they're going to force him to throw it deep. And until he can prove that he can beat people deep, it's going to be pick city for Jalen.
And the Eagles got to figure that out soon because guess who comes to town this week? Daddy Andy and his Dandy Chiefs.
Yeah. And guess who ran a scheme that was really fit well for Jalen Hurts? Doug Peterson. And they fired him.
The
Well,
Chiefs
Doug,
are
they needed
mortal,
to
though.
fire
The
Doug
Chiefs are
Peterson,
very
so.
mortal this year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the NFC, the rest of the NFC East is trash. The Cowboys barely beat the Chargers. They had to. It was 12 or whatever. It's 18-11 because they had 7 refs on their side. It's going to be brutal for the NFC. The NFC East is clearly classed below everyone else.
It's Tank Division, baby. That's what
Yeah.
Tank Division's about.
Toon Link Main Tree greater than Polo G. Yes, Tree can rap. And
I
Jerry
can't even
Mejia-
wrap presents. Fuck that.
Jerry Mejias wants us to put the Eagles in New Jersey trash, and we have made it through the
To
show.
the end of the stream.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a long.
It's over.
Good job.
Hold on.
Also-
Lucas Muller for one more for 10 euros. The stream is perplexingly calming while painting miniatures. Really?
Ooh, a fellow modeler.
Oh, look who it is.
Indeed.
Lucas Muller.
Look who it is.
Looks
Look
like a
who showed up.
Deutschlander.
And yes, this one also knows that it's football season and decided to come in. Say hello, Yu Yang.
Oh, here. Look. Here. This is
And
what
hi,
I did.
Tom.
Look at this.
Also, look
Look at my toys right
Yeah.
here.
Tom,
Yeah.
you little bastard, you show up at the end of the show just to
Oh,
find out
well,
that your
looks like
team
we
is
have
in
a
the gutter.
communism sighting.
Oh, Tom, what are you doing here? I'm
Communism
playing with my
sighting.
toys.
Look at this
I-
piece of shit. You're going to fucking lose week 4, buddy. You're
My
ready
cat-
to get. You ready to get fisted? You ready to get fisted, Tom? You told
My
me
cat shits on the
you're
Packers.
gonna lose.
Adam Gase level trash, buddy. Tom, you and Kurt go hang out with your friend Kurt. We
Your
invited
channel's
you to
Adam
come
Gase
on. No, we
Trash,
didn't.
Tom. How's that feel?
We actually
Fighting
did
words,
not
Tom.
invite him.
Fighting words.
All right,
Let's
Tom.
go. Let's go. Parking lot now.
Yes, let's go, buddy. Me and you fight. Jiu-jitsu. Let's do it.
Also,
right.
Tom, let's not
Outta
have
here.
brigading with your mods this week on Clickbait Sports, if we would please. Thank you.
Oh, a little personal message. Okay. We have made it to the end of the show. Does anyone have anything that they want to say before I ask Tree and Uche their final thoughts? Anything offensive? Anything that you want to say to get this stream demonetized one more time?
Virginia McCaskey, please pass.
She should have
And
died
he's
like
not
5 years
talking
ago.
about
She-
the forward pass.
She is just feeding on unborn corpses. Like that Texas abortion law that was passed, it was to prevent Virginia McCaskey from feeding on the young.
Oh,
That's the only reason why they're not
wow.
doing it.
We're going there. Oh my
Hey,
God. Nick
it's a
Shannon.
reasonable explanation.
Oh, there's an afterburn by Dodge. She just posted that. And Nick Shannon
Afterburn
says
tomorrow.
Tree's Yinzer character is the type of guy to wave a terrible towel from the top of.
I'm still a fan. No. There's a Pittsburgh Steeler roller coaster now. The Steel, I forget what it's called. It's like they have like a Yinzer section of Kennywood now, and they have a roller coaster. It took away the log jammer, which fucking sucks. I like that ride.
All right, you guys are trying
I
to
got
get these.
something to say.
Yeah,
Hold on. And did you see Leonard punch Henry in the face during a play? Dude, everyone punches people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and somehow Leonard ended up going on the ground instead of Henry.
Ooch, what do you got coming up in this this week?
Ooh, we got
doing
the
the
tier
tier maker
maker
tomorrow?
We got the tier maker tomorrow, making up for last week. It was a long week last week, so
Yeah, I'm with
tier
you.
maker. But we'll be back on the tier maker tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll also, just kind of another therapy session for us guys who got teams that just ain't worth a fucking goddamn.
yeah.
Goddamn.
We gon'
try and make it through another day.
Yeah.
fill us all.
Tree, what you working on, buddy?
Well, I'm working on Sports Ball. It should be out a lot earlier than 11:59 p.m. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, I'm probably gonna start writing Haters Guide to the MLB playoffs and the NHL season. I don't know if I'm gonna have another video out this weekend, mostly because I'm gonna be out traveling.
Okay.
But for the most part, yeah, I'm probably gonna finish up Sports Ball tonight and troll Tom. So
I'm so glad to announce this. I've been sitting on this. Why has nobody hit the warehouse at Camden Yards in 30 years?
you're gonna do it. Nice.
Yeah, this is. I'll just show you real quick. So I paid this guy to do research for me. We went and found every home run in the StatCast era that
Ooh.
could have possibly hit the warehouse, and then we plotted them to
Ooh.
see. And then it's gonna be such a good.
Oh, dude, you're getting into
It's graph porn. Like it's amazing.
God.
It's gonna be.
you're getting into Dorktown territory, man.
Yeah.
You're getting John boys on our asses.
It's super dorky. I think it'll only appeal to baseball nerds, but it's a really good. It's a David versus Goliath story, and I'm really excited to tell it. So thanks, Neil Curtin. Still Curtin. All right, we got to get out of here. Ooch, thanks for coming.
Yeah, buddy.
Kevin, you.
Of course.
You and
Just
yay,
remember the city of
Dodge,
Houston, you
Afterburn
Threw it
afterwards.
away.
Everyone
Afterbird tomorrow.
yell shit.
Afterbird tomorrow.
Yep, and let's do the